Well, boys, we're here. It's the World Cup. Uh, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but it doesn't really matter how I feel about it because that's where we are. Welcome along in everybody to the Red Card Radio World Cup preview, news, prediction, whatever you want to call it. We've got a whole slate of World Cup stuff for you tonight or today or this morning, whenever you're listening. As always, my name is James. I support the USA. That's Brad. He supports the USA. That's Sean. He supports the USA. This is a biased USA World Cup podcast, and we are not ashamed of it. Let's go. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Ring the sub notification bell. We've got World Cup content coming for you for at least the next 3 or 4 weeks before we turn our attention back to the Premier League. But as we like to do on Red Card Radio, we had some comments from last week's videos. So we've been talking a little bit about FSG, and they have listed or are accepting bids for Liverpool Football Club at this point. Jimmy had a comment about that. He said, anytime there's a sale like this, I find myself getting nervous. FSG is a known quantity. I know what to expect from them. I have no idea what to expect from the new set of owners. We could have gotten someone like Ricketts, who I know really well as a Cubs fan. They will not spend big money on players. I would probably rather keep FSG. Dubai, on the other hand, turns us into an infinite money club. And I also don't really want that. I don't like the financial unfairness that is becoming more of a trend. I'm just not sure how to feel about it yet. I love the idea of being able to buy whoever we want and see what that feels like. It just feels like selling your soul to the devil to get it. Tamzid popped off in a different comment, said Dubai owners needed Bellingham and Rice in January, Mbappe in the summer, up the Reds. So you can see the duality of Liverpool fans right there. What do you how do you see this?
What? Oh, that's chaos. I don't think it's Dubai owners. I think it's an Indian guy that's been talking about buying it.
Okay.
I think he owns the Mumbai cricket
Indians.
team.
Yeah, Mumbai Indians cricket team, and he also helped found the cricket league. Timsy rating Declan. I'm here for that. But he's not going to Liverpool.
Yeah, Declan's going to Chelsea, right, Brad?
Declan's coming to Chelsea.
Declan's coming home.
Declan's coming home.
Spare me.
Look, I'm interested to see. I think 4 to 5 Billy probably gets FSG to do it.
I mean, they're certainly going for more than Chelsea. Certainly.
Well, yeah, we went. Like I said, I think we went for 3 and a quarter. So 4 or 5, I think, gets it done.
If you reorder those, it kind of sounds like a really, really nice dish.
Okay.
On tonight's menu, we have Mbappe, Rice, and Bellingham.
That sounds like you're gonna get this big plate of food with this big plate with 3 pieces of food on it.
No, it's going to be a nice portion of an elaborate rice with a good chunk of Bellingham.
What is Bellingham to you? Because I have an idea what Bellingham is to me.
I think it's ham from the exclusive region of Belling, England.
Ham? I was thinking it's
Belling.
I was going with a nice lamb dish.
Yeah, okay.
I was thinking beef Wellington.
Of course you were thinking beef Wellington, Brad, because you were rhyming it.
Yeah.
You're just like, what does Bellingham sound like?
Wellington.
Maybe beef Wellington.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if an infinite money club or an infinite money situation develops at Liverpool.
Does that keep Jurgen?
I guess it depends on who owns it. I could see Jurgen Klopp leaving if it's there's human rights questions. Jurgen seems like he's kind of an upstanding guy.
Yeah.
But it does also seem like the Premier League won't approve another questionable owner. Is what it seems like.
Yes, they will.
Seems like after the last, not the most recent purchase, but the purchase of a club before Chelsea. Seemed like there was a little bit of question about those potential owners, and
money talks.
Certainly.
They said we'll stop the piracy, and BN can get their money, and Premier League can get their money, and then all of a sudden they had a club. It's magic.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'm kind of in a wait and see approach. I don't honestly.
Wait. How did I miss that? That was the agreement for Newcastle to get bought?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite things on earth, that the Premier League said, hey, stop stealing our streams. And the Saudi government said, make us, bitch. that was my
Yes.
favorite thing on earth.
Yes. And then and
all
so
of Saudi
the Premier League
Arabia was
said,
like,
all right.
no.
The Prem was like, all right, you can't have a team. And then Saudi was like, you know what? All right, we want the team. Here,
Yeah.
BN Sports, you can come in. We'll kill all the streams, just like that. The next day, Newcastle United has been purchased by the PIF fund. That is no way ran by the Saudi Arabian government. Sorry for the podcast listeners. There was a long, awkward pause as I stared into the camera. As we know, that is true on paper.
We're about to get blacklisted in Saudi Arabia. No one's gonna be able to watch. Nobody's gonna be able to watch this podcast in Saudi Arabia, Brad. Thanks.
What? I said
illegal
that
streams.
Saudi
Go back to your illegal streams.
Yeah,
hired us.
Illegally stream Red Card Radio. There you go. Perfect. Boom.
We'll give you the Premier League news for free. You don't have to subscribe to BN.
Yeah, just wait until we get banned in Qatar as well. This podcast won't be available in Qatar either after we get done with Qatar. I don't know. It's interesting.
Or the rest of the World Cup gets done with Qatar. This is gonna be very interesting. Like, something's gonna happen.
Let's just do it. Like, forget Liverpool. No one cares about Liverpool. Can we talk about this World Cup for just a second before we get into the footballing aspect of it?
This is the craziest thing
FIFA
ever.
is corrupt as hell. They obviously accepted bribes to get a World Cup in Qatar. They lied. Qatar lied about this idea about air-conditioned stadiums so that they could do the World Cup in the summer. And now we have to have this ridiculous league season this year because Qatar couldn't air-condition stadiums properly in 120 degrees. They built all the stadiums with
outdoor
slave labor.
stadiums.
They built all the stadiums with slave labor, and many thousands or many people died. I don't know the exact number because, the Qatari government won't exactly give us those numbers. And now the Qatar government has hired Qataris to, I don't know if that's the right phrase for people of Qatar, but has hired people of Qatar to wear the jersey of certain countries and pretend like they're fans.
No. Those Germans in England, that it just so happened that only the Germans and Englands with brown hair, brown skin, brown eyes happened to be there first. Okay? Those were the fans that you were seeing.
Absolute farce.
They had to, quote unquote, hide the beer tents so the local population didn't get mad.
Absolute farce. This is a joke.
What?
This is a joke.
So did you? I don't know if we talked about this on the pod or this was in the group chat. With Sepp Blatter saying, "Yeah, no, they bought the World Cup. We were giving it to the U.S. and then the French FA president called and said, "Hey, I'm voting for Qatar." And then the month after that, they spent 14 billion on French military weapons.
I don't give a, excuse my French, I don't give a single fuck what Sepp Blatter has to say about this because he was complicit in this.
So cool. Yes.
Any or like obfuscation on his part saying like, "Oh no, it was UEFA who took the bribes. I didn't do it." This dude's a crook. In my opinion, Sepp Blatter is a crook. And he is
100%.
Just as guilty for this farce of a World Cup.
But if he's gonna bring down everybody, I'm here for it.
He should bring down himself first, and he should let us see your bank statements, bro. Where are your tax statements, homie? I want to.
Yep.
Let's have it, Seb. If you're gonna call out France and Platini and throw Platini under the bus, I want to see your bank statements. It's absolute joke, absolute travesty.
Maybe he found out Platini was making more money.
I just there's no point. I understand. I understand the idea, the principle of expanding football and getting football
Yeah.
into non-traditional football countries, like they did in
Yeah.
South Africa, and that was like the South Africa World Cup was a great success. I know it was very expensive for South Africa as a government, and it's always expensive for the government of a country to put on a World Cup. I would not suggest any country host them because it's you lose money on the endeavor. I don't want the US to host them because the US will lose money on the endeavor. But at the same time,
Not as no,
You-
I disagree with that
you
part.
don't
Not as,
you
we
don't
do not.
you,
Go
you
ahead.
don't lose money as a country with infrastructure already in place and stadiums already in place. When you have to build 13
yes,
stadiums, that's when you lose money.
you don't
Yeah,
lose
like-
as much money.
Look, like if for whatever reason FIFA was like, hey, we can't have the World Cup in Qatar, the US would be the place to come because it's already like we could
England.
host a World Cup in a week.
You
Maybe
could-
England.
Any
Prob- I
Or
don't
England,
see
or
chance.
France, or Germany, or Italy, or Spain.
Yeah.
They all have plenty of large stadiums with hotels around them.
yeah, any of the
Already.
major like well-developed countries could do it.
Brazil, Argentina.
Well, Brazil had to build stadiums for the World Cup. Like they had to, and granted, they wanted to
Build and update. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Brazil had to spend a lot of money on it, to meet FIFA's standards. Like if something happened to Qatar tomorrow and they still wanted the World Cup to go on starting on Sunday, you could fly everybody to England to US. Like you could get
Well,
it done.
probably the US because it's wintertime and we're probably or South America somewhere to be warm.
Dude, I'd go to Australia.
either way.
Australia has all kinds of like cricket stadiums and Australian rules football stadiums that they could. Australia would be awesome,
Take over.
and it would be warm. But this
Yeah.
is an absolute farce.
And ridiculousness. But hey, let's enjoy the soccer while we have it.
Yeah, I mean we have to talk about it, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna watch a lot of it because
Me too.
I'm a U.S. fan, and I want us to do well, and I enjoy watching football, and it's gonna be on all day for like 2 straight weeks, and so I'm gonna watch a lot of football. Me and my boys, we're gonna watch a lot of football.
Yeah. Let's not get this wrong. And like we're on our high horse because like we're on our high horse to an extent, and that like this is stupid. Why are we doing this in the middle of winter? But it's the World Cup, and I'm still gonna watch it.
I'm on my high horse because Gary Neville won't be on his high horse. Red Card Radio.
That's what you get from Red Card Radio.
Yeah, Red Card Radio is here when Gary Neville can't be. But we're going to do something a little bit silly. We are going to, as a group, talk about the World Cup and make predictions live on air for you, or live for us in this moment, but not live for you guys. So what we have here, there is a little predictor site that Joel sent to us. Thank you, Joel, for sending that to us. It's on BN Sports. It's what?
Funny enough, we just talked about being sports.
Yeah. It's
And now look,
BN,
full circle, baby.
bn.com/predict/en/ EN is for English. So Group A consists of Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. What do we think is going to happen in this group? Is Qatar going to make it out of the group, boys?
No,
Is Qatar going to pick up a point in this group?
they might.
I think they pick up a
Yeah.
couple.
You're at home.
Yeah.
You might. They might steal a game. They might steal a point. Like Qatar for the Middle East region, Qatar is not a bad team. Qatar is a good team.
Oh, tell us more about the
I was watching
the power rankings.
I was somewhere and Sarah was in that
That's-
city, but somewhere
that's-
else doing
that's
something. And I was
irrelevant.
watching soccer. And it was Qatar versus some other team, and they like destroyed them like 8-0.
Interesting.
Yeah. So just as a heads up, like relative to the rest of the World Cup, Qatar is still like probably not a great team. But relative to their neighbors, they are a very good team.
What's this country? Andorra.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember the team name.
Was it-
but
was it the
wasn't,
Vatican
like,
City?
Crazy. No, it was not.
Hold on. That's Africa. Oh, no, it's not. All right, let's take a look. So, of the Oh, Qatar. They're. You want to know what their world ranking is?
97.
What do they buy?
What teams are they by?
No, I mean, what ranking did they buy?
They are the 50th ranked team in the world. Now, interestingly enough, there is Saudi
It was
Arabia.
UAE,
Saudi Arabia
by the
is 51st, so they're also in there. So, like, I guess if you're comparing them to Saudi Arabia, they're right there with Saudi Arabia. Okay, but Brad, what's happening in this group? Who do we think's going to win it? Can we agree on a winner in this group?
Yes, it's the Netherlands.
I think it's the Netherlands.
I think it's Ecuador.
Why do you think it's Ecuador?
Brad, I was hoping you would say this. Please name me one Ecuadorian player.
Luis Diaz.
He's not Ecuadorian, by the way.
Is he not?
No.
Is he not?
Isn't he Colombian?
Pretty sure he's
Oh,
Colombian.
oh,
Flags
dang.
flags are
bad.
flags are very similar though.
I feel bad. That makes me feel. Ooh, I messed up. I'm sorry. Nope, we're going with the Isaac Netherlands.
They do have Estupan Acedo.
He did not. I kind of agree. I think Netherlands. This seems to be the clear winner of this group. In my opinion.
Netherlands, Senegal.
I don't think. I think it's close because I do think Senegal is. I think it's funny because Brad's going to give us Senegal, and it's going to be obvious that his pick for Ecuador was entirely riding on Luis Diaz.
Yes.
He's like, oh, I know one player on their team. They're clearly going to be good. But
to be fair, if they had Luis Diaz, that I would probably also pick them to get out of the group.
Isn't he injured though, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Senegal's going to have a tough run.
Hey, wait. Ecuador has Alan Franco, formerly of Charlotte FC. So I'm back on Ecuador train.
All right, we're ignoring Brad for Group A.
It's fine. I'm okay. That's fine.
Senegal's
Netherlands?
going to have a tough. They're probably going to play the group stage without Mane, aren't they?
Maybe part of it.
Yeah, but they got Mendy and Koulibaly in the back. Senegal is at least the runner-up.
Yeah, Red Card Radio has agreed. It's the Netherlands winning the group. Senegal is coming runners-up. All right, Group B is England.
This is the easiest group.
England,
this is the easiest group right now.
Iran, USA, and Wales.
USA is winning the group.
No, we're not.
We're not, Brad.
How are we not? Wait. How are we not? Wait, this is a USA Premier League podcast. How are we not picking USA to win this group?
Because Sean and I are objective, and we like to use facts and reason to inform our decisions. We don't just say things like, we have the best squad in England except for a couple tummy injuries, and, if it wasn't for, what's the referee you hate? Anthony. If it wasn't for Anthony Taylor, we'd be top of the league.
We would be, but USA is topping the group.
Sean, let's talk about this group. England's winning it, right?
The only chance we have is if we rock Pulisic left, Weah on the right. Weah on the right, Reina up top, and Aaronson as the 10 with Adams behind. That is our only chance.
I love Adams as the 6. I agree on that part. I think you need to switch Weah and Reina. Weah is the striker.
Either way, we need those 4 in attack. With Adams cleaning it up, and then glad to see he was a part of the roster. Tim Ream and Walker Zimmerman are the center backs. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Do not start anybody else.
Yeah. You have to play Tim Ream. He's been immense for Fulham this year.
Yep.
He's been huge.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty obvious that Brad, what team does Serginho Dest play for?
Oh, he just moved to Milan.
Oh, okay. Well done. That's impressive.
Good try.
That was
good
impressive.
Try. Good try on that one.
I asked you because I was pulling Barcelona.
He's technically Barcelona's player. He is on loan.
Correct. That is true. I agree. I think England is they've got too many good players. England's going to win this group. So I don't think it's going to be super easy for the US, but I think the US is going to make it out of the group. Group C, we've got Argentina.
Still disagreeing with this, but we can move on.
Wait, okay, you want to invert them.
Yes.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Group C is, I think, pretty obviously the group of death in my opinion. It's got Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland.
Where's who?
Who's
How is this the group of death? Who the runner-up is?
Yeah, man. Well, hold on, time out. Any of these teams, Mexico and Poland, could get a result against Argentina. I know that you want to pick Argentina to win it all, and you're on this Messi train, and Messi will play his 1,000th professional game in the World Cup final if they make it that far, and then they're gonna win it, and it's written in the stars, and that's your favorite stupid thing to say. But Mexico could get a result against Argentina. Poland could get a result against Argentina. Like Saudi Arabia is obviously a minnow in this group, but there's always one. There's always one team that's trash in every group. I think Argentina will ultimately win the group, but Mexico and Poland, they're not pushovers, man.
And all the hoopla of some loser number 7 for Portugal and Messi playing in their 5th World Cups. Congratulations to them. That what has been lost in that is Andres Guardado also playing in his 5th World Cup. So congratulations to our Mexican friends, neighbors to the south, for an also 5-timer Mexican legend,
Yeah,
Andres Guardado.
I also think you might be forgetting about the man, the myth, the World Cup legend, Memo Ochoa.
That's true. Ochoa always plays out of his mind.
The guy
Is he on his 5th? He's not on his 5th though.
And I
But
think it's
Argentina
his 4th, but
is winning the group, right? We said Argentina's winning the group.
Yeah.
I think
Well, I think you're right. It's only 6 days until Ochoa turns into prime Manuel Neuer.
right. Oliver Kahn, Jens Lehmann, all of the great, like Buffon, all of the great goalkeepers of old. I think like that scene in Lion King when Mufasa and Simba are talking and they're like talking about the kings of old. I think that like all of the king goalkeepers of old are they just pour into Ochoa when the World Cup comes around because he is something else.
And you can tell 2 dads are on the podcast because we pull out the Lion King when there was a similar scene in the Black Panther, which just released a new movie, but Black Panther 2 just came out.
Oh, you want to?
We can be
reference
relating to Lion King.
You want to reference a movie that's 5 days old compared to a movie that's 20 years old, 25 years, 30 years old? Almost.
Listen, Lion King is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Bro,
just saying, in terms of relevancy,
we're millennials. We've all seen The Lion King 1,000 times.
Who's finishing second?
Poland.
Poland.
It's Mexico.
Let's fight.
It's Mexico.
I think it's close, but I think Poland's going to get out of this group.
Neither win the round of 16, so it doesn't matter.
All right, yeah, I'm putting Poland because that's what I thought. And there's 2 of us that say Poland, and only one of us say Mexico.
It's good. Think about this. There's a 3-person vote.
Yeah.
Either second place team plays France in the round of 16, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're all taking France to win Group D, right?
Yes, easy clap.
This one seems. Who's the next team?
Denmark.
I
think this is an easy issue. I don't think Tunisia does anything. Australia might get a surprising result somewhere, but Denmark is going through.
We're moving on. Group E is another really tough group. So Group E is another shout for a group of death, and maybe Group E is the group of death over Group C. I think you can make that argument. Spain, Germany, Japan, Costa Rica. That probably is the group of death.
Yeah,
because there's not a minnow in that group. There's no pushover in that group. Do we just take chalk here and say Spain and Germany? I don't want to do that.
I think Germany wins the group.
I think Japan get out of this group. I think
John. Who's winning the group? I say Germany.
It's Germany.
I think Germany's winning the group as well.
All right, cool. You say Japan is getting out?
I think so.
Ooh.
Something about this current iteration of the Spanish roster. I think I think they're going to struggle to find goals. Like, I don't know.
They always do. They always have.
Yeah.
I think I could be convinced for Japan. Sean,
Spain.
you want chalk? You want chalk?
I think it's safe to take chalk here, but
I think. Yeah, but I think let's be spicy.
I'm willing to also say Spain, but I would also like the record to
To show
the record to reflect. The reflect is the word I like. I like the record to reflect that if Japan somehow make it out of that group, that I deserve plaudits for that. Group F.
you wrote in the stars. Okay.
Yeah, Group F is Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. I think this one's super simple.
This is spicy. Oh, really? I think it's spicier.
You have Canada getting out. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have Croatia. I have Belgium, Croatia.
Okay. As do I.
But I could see Morocco, and I could see Canada.
Interesting.
Morocco's best player is back playing for them.
No, their best player was playing all along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his name is Hakimi.
Ziyech bowed out until they got rid of the coach. They got rid of the coach. Ziyech is back.
Yeah, no, but Sean's correct.
Hakimi's scared of the Premier League. Hakimi's not coming to the Premier League. I know you're trying to hype him up, but Hakimi's not coming to the Premier League. He's scared of it.
We're all in agreement that Belgium's going to win Group F, right?
Yes. I say Croatia is the second team, but
I got
I'm open
Morocco.
to suggestions.
You got Morocco. Interesting.
Over-
I think Croatia does really well in this group, personally. Croatia's a strong side, man.
Well, that's a
They're old.
huge midfield.
They're old.
Modric has proven that age don't matter.
Age is important in the World Cup. Older
Perisic is
teams,
90.
Modric,
Rakitic.
Rakitic, like Croatia's getting out of this group.
I've already moved on. I'm over
Mandzukic.
Mario Mandzukic. I don't think he's still kicking. Group G is Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. This to me is very obvious.
Brazil destroys this group.
I don't know if they destroy it, but Brazil gets
Brazil,
out.
Brazil, Switzerland.
Brad?
Switzerland.
Yeah, I think it's Switzerland as well. Granit Xhaka is
Fighting Xhakas.
Granit Xhaka is something else, man. All right, finally, Group H is Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and Korea. The good Korea. South Korea. What?
Korea.
Good
I
Korea.
apologize to our
Korea.
North Korean
Good
fans.
Korea. South Korea.
The first time I did this, I had Uruguay winning, by the way.
Oh,
I had
God.
to retract that.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Who's getting out of this group?
Portugal.
Possible.
The Ronaldos get through.
Disagree.
It's Uruguay.
I think it's Uruguay and Ghana.
So,
Uruguay and Portugal.
I think Uruguay.
I'm okay with Uruguay.
I think Uruguay wins the group.
Do you think Uruguay wins the group? Because I think Portugal wins, but I'm willing to say Uruguay. That's fine.
And then you think Portugal wins, gets second.
Sure. Portugal's getting out of the group.
It's
I disagree, but you guys both said it.
We got Suarez. We've got Nunez, Bentancur. I think there's still a Muslera. No, that's Argentina. Who's the Uruguayan goalkeeper?
We have one African, one club from Africa.
One club
out, and
It's Muslera.
one nation out of Africa making it to the round of 16.
Yeah, so round of 16 matchups as we have them picked. We have Netherlands, USA, Argentina, Denmark, England, Senegal, France, Poland, Germany, Croatia, Brazil, Portugal, Belgium, Spain, and Uruguay, Switzerland. All right, Netherlands, USA. Who you guys got?
USA.
I think the USA. I legitimately think the USA could win that group.
Me too.
All right, Argentina, Denmark.
Argentina.
Yeah, agreed. England, Senegal.
England.
Yeah. France, Poland.
France.
Agreed. Germany, Croatia.
Croatia.
Germany.
Okay, this is our first disagreement.
I say Croatia, too.
I also think it's going to be Croatia, so you lose, Sean. Brazil, Portugal.
Brazil. All day.
Right. Yeah, okay. Belgium, Spain.
Belgium.
Uruguay, Switzerland.
Uruguay.
Switzerland.
Oh, Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I really don't know. I don't know this one. Oh no. Why did it have to come down to me? Oh my gosh.
There's no Raja Nainggolan's coming out here. Oh no,
Oh gosh.
he's Belgian anyway.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on.
He's got a. What are you doing? Like rock paper scissors against yourself?
No, I'm scanning through just to make sure.
This is great content.
I want to say this. Sorry,
Oh,
I was looking at the roster.
he's
I'm
looking
looking at the Uruguayan roster.
He doesn't want to
I'm
screw
looking at the
something
Uruguayan
up.
roster. I'm looking at the Swiss roster. Make sure I'm not missing like a player before I pick this team.
The only thing you need to know is that Nunez plays. He's Uruguayan and Granit Xhaka is Swiss. That's all you need to know.
I mean, I love Martinez.
Which one? Which Martinez?
Emmy
is. He's Argentinian, Brad.
Oh dang! I'm missing all types of things up, aren't I?
Diego Godin.
I'm missing all types of things up. Are y'all dead yet?
Coates.
All right.
Curses.
Uruguay.
We're moving on. All right. USA, Argentina. USA.
We get smacked. We get smacked. I can't. As much as I would love to say like let's click USA because like I'm here for it for the homerisms. We're getting smacked.
Okay. I picked USA too.
Oh hell yeah, Sean.
All right, let's do it.
For the simple reason of
Wait.
Lionel Messi is a choker. That is the singular reason why the USA will be in the semifinals.
So y'all didn't think USA would make it out but be the group winners. But you think Argentina, which is probably what the number 1 or number 2 favorite, is going to lose to the USA?
There's all of this like talk about Argentina being favorites only because people want this fairy tale Leo Messi story. I'm not here for it. Croatia versus Brazil. Croatia.
Brazil.
You guys suck. England, France.
Ooh, that's a good game. It's a real good game.
England.
France.
My boy Saka. England. Belgium. Uruguay. Have you heard about Brad? Have you heard about
Belgium.
this? Have you heard about this Ronaldo guy? He plays for Uruguay. He's got this funky haircut with a cut of hair, and he wears number 9. I think Uruguay is going to beat Belgium. I am over this Belgian team. Like they are. I think their
generation down the dumps.
I think their cycle is over. All right, here it is. Semifinalists. We've got the USA versus Brazil and England versus Uruguay.
Brazil.
USA.
God.
If we're going to do this, we're going all in. Don't even bother clicking whoever else is in the semifinal because USA is winning it. USA versus England. Let's do this.
England, Uruguay.
England.
You guys are ridiculous. All right,
USA.
Third place team. Who's going to win the third place game? Brazil, Uruguay.
Brazil.
USA.
USA is going to win the third place. All right, final.
They're not making the final.
All right, final is it has been decreed. It's US. All right, I'm going to point out that this is an absurd final that we've selected here. We are 3 Americans who host a Premier League podcast. This is the most biased final that there could possibly be.
But if you look at our if we each individually do this, right? Once you guys see the rest of these, this is nothing like what we would have came together. Like we came together and made this fresh on the podcast for you guys. And USA is winning the World Cup.
Get out of here.
Red Card Radio says USA is winning the World Cup.
We just said it. Yep. Boom.
It's done. Sean,
you're outvoted. If you're on YouTube and if you're on the podcast, you should just flip over to our YouTube and see this beautiful like thing that this BN Sports website produced, and it's the USA flag. It's the stars and stripes with the World Cup trophy in front of it because the USA is going to win the World Cup. It's written in the stars.
It is. This is written in the stars. It will be written on Twitter. Live. We will have it tweeted out. I'll make sure the intern gets it right.
You mean yourself?
Yes. It's ready.
All right, boys. I guess another couple things that we wanted to talk about is who's going to win the Golden Boot.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane's going to win the Golden Boot.
Are we memeing this or are we being real?
Real. This is legit.
Legit. All right, hold on.
He's got to look up who plays for him.
No, I'm looking at my actual bracket. That's not what Red Card Radio came up with. Messi.
Messi only scores against Estonia, and they're not in the World Cup. They're gonna choke.
Vinicius Jr. for me. Somebody write this down because we're not going to remember. So, Sean, you have Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Brad had who?
Messi.
And I'm taking Vinicius Jr. None of us took Erling Haaland. What's going on there?
He's not in the World Cup.
I know. But he might be featuring for what, Ashton Town or something like that. Some like, I don't know if they're like non-league or League 2 or someone made a 28-day bid offer to City for Haaland. Hope that goes through. Really do. All right. Let us know who you think is going to win the World Cup. Join our Discord. It's down in the description below. You can read it. And I would love for you to post like a screenshot or a PDF of your prediction so that we can see it and we can all laugh at each other in December when this doesn't happen for any of us. But yeah, I'm excited for the World Cup only because I like football and I like watching football. But if I have to say this again, there was an insane amount of human rights violations going on to make this World Cup happen, and we should not celebrate it because it's not a celebration. Like, this World Cup is unfortunately not a celebration. I think that the specter of all of the migrant workers who had to die and all of the corruption that had to go into getting the World Cup there is ridiculous. So that's my piece.
Yep.
Come at me, Qatar. Come at me.
Yep.
Come at me, bro. Let's watch some football though. It's coming up. We got Ecuador's and Qatar's on Sunday. USA plays on Monday. We play Monday, Friday next week. So we got some games. Let's get into it. I'm really excited for the USA, but not for Qatar. Hit us up on Twitter. That's at KSBradG. Down below, that's at Whiteheart_Sean. I'm at James Tiffany. Collectively, our Redcard_radio. Join our Discord. Tell us all about your picks. Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Share it with your mother. Share it with your brother. All those things. We love you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. We will find out what happened, and we'll see how wrong we are, because that's what we do here. Until then, have a good one.